Welcome back to my blog again. This week it's all about onions and white rot, garlic and white rot. There's a couple of different strategies to employ against white rot. The first one is of course putting down garlic powder a couple months ago. I'll put the exact date down below. So this bed has had the white rot 3 years ago, so I know it's in this bed. I've applied the garlic powder. I'm hoping that's good enough to hold it back. So we'll see when it comes to harvest to see whether this has worked or not. You can join me in that journey. Now then, I had to order a 2 kilogram bag of onions to get the onions that I wanted, Troy onion sets. So I've got 8 250 gram bags for my UK subscribers. Sorry, it's got to be limited UK because of the postage costs. So what I'll do is I'll prioritise those people that make comments normally. So if you want to get your hands on these for being one of my subscribers, I will prioritise those that make comments first, and then any left will first come, first served. So if you email the address that's shown on the screen now and just ask for the onion sets, as long as you're a subscriber, then that will be fine. I'll send those off. As far as the actual sets themselves, they're really easy to grow, they last a long time, and they taste like a normal onion. They're quite unremarkable apart from their keeping qualities. In this bed, of course, it's no dig, no tread, so I don't have to dip in holes. I can just press them in. This ground is quite soft, it's quite friable, it's lovely. It's had an inch of compost over, so that first inch will take not damage the bulbs anyway, and yeah, all good. Away we go. And with the elephant garlic, these are really big cloves, massive, so I do need to have a little bit of a dibber down just to get them in the hole. This is my own saved seed. I generally don't like doing that because the chances of propagating white rot very easily. Yeah, more of that plastic. What a environmental disaster that's turned out to be on our plots. Yeah, we're really not doing ourselves any favour with this plastic rubbish. Now, I have found in the past that birds are coming along and pull up the onion sets, so it is worth putting just something down over the top of the ground just to stop them pecking them out. Helps enormously. And on the garlic side, I've struggled with 2 things, which is obviously the onion white rot. And the best way I've come up with this at this time of year without being able to treat the soil is to plant in bottomless tubes. So that these are just straight down to the soil. The garlic can live in the top of these, absolutely perfect, and there'll be no white rot on them. It seems to suit the garlic very well, and I got a good crop of doing it this way this year. They don't have to be as deep as this really, but I've got an abundance of spent compost that I've reinvigorated with a little bit of worm compost. That bucket that you've seen in the video. No, you haven't seen it in the video yet. That's to come. So just a couple of notes. Plastic shreds from the membrane, not good. Getting smaller and thinner every year, so they're disappearing into the soil. This really isn't good. And the other bit is, in this worm compost was oak leaves. Now these oak leaves are from last year. They've been through the composting period, hot compost. They've been through the worm process, and still they're visible in the compost. So I'm going to make sure that I address this particular situation with longer stays in the leaf mode for the oak leaves. Elsewhere in the beds, this will be green manure forage peas. This bed will be, it's got to be finished off yet, and it'll be field beans. Well, thank you very much for joining me again. Stay tuned for the next episode, which will be compost, as I promised in the first place last week. Hopefully that will be of interest to many people, but just thought I'd snapshot this particular problem out, because although I haven't planted the garlic today, I prepared the tubes so that they're ready when I come back off holiday. Great one. See you later, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me.